Hi guys, Dave Benson, Philippine Bible Ministry. Merry Christmas. I'm going to post this on Christmas Eve or something. So this will be a Christmas post. I've already done a few. Um, yeah, I just wanted to talk about the heart of Christmas a little bit. I was chewing on this morning because we have carolers coming to our gate over here, and we give them coins, 10 pesos, whatever. It's not a lot. And then we run out of coins, and then we went and bought a bunch of candy, so we give them candy. And then this morning I had an elderly woman come with her two I think grandchildren, and my wife says, "No, don't give them candy." So we gave her 100 pesos, whatever it is, a couple bucks, right? But it's a huge deal for them, and they're so blessed by the gift. That's what I want to talk about. People are not. I'm not bragging, or it's not much money for us, right? It's nothing. But people are blessed by the gift. People are blessed by the heart of giving. The heart of giving is from God. I know some people don't like Christmas. I know that. I know some people, they want to get into the pagan history of it, or they want to get into the fact that they do the mass, and we don't do mass at our church, so we don't want to be, we're not going to do that. That's whatever that is. That's fine for you. But for me, you're missing out on all this giving, brother and sister. You're missing out on the heart, right? The heart of Christmas is the heart of the gift that God gave us, His only begotten Son. That God gave us His only begotten. That's the gift of Christmas. Now I know we don't know what day He was born on, right? No, there's a tradition He was born on the 25th, and some people say that's impossible. And I'm not going to go into that whole thing again. I've already talked about that. But what I did find out from my research is Bethlehem is not Wisconsin. It's not the high mountains. It's not like where it's frozen and it's snowing all the time. It does snow there occasionally, and it's cold there in the winter, and they got a lot of weather. But it does snow occasionally, but it doesn't snow all the time. It's kind of like high desert, maybe more like that type of a. And the thing about it is, the shepherds would normally not be out in the winter. That's true. So it couldn't have been happening in December, but that's not always true because they would much rather get the sheep up out of that area, that cloistered area. It's more healthy for the sheep to be walking around. Plus, it's cheaper for them to feed them grass than to have to feed them grain all the time or whatever they fed them. So whenever they had opportunity, they would take them up. And they have a lot of times they have mild winter. I used to live at 4,000 feet, and we had mild winters. I mean, or mild weeks, or we'd have a mild week, and then all of a sudden it snows. And so whenever the weather was nice, they would go up. So it's possible. You can't just say, and it doesn't really matter what the day is. A day in our heart. So a friend of mine says, "Well, it's all in my heart. I at Christmas every day." I say, "That's great," except the world does something on a certain day, and it's not so much that I don't think God's going to get mad at you if you celebrate the birth of His child the birth of Jesus. I say His child, the birth of Jesus. It's not His child. It is, but. He said, "You're not going to get that's not a bad thing, right?" And the whole idea, the reason I like Santa Claus. First of all, it starts with a Christian man named Nicholas. But the reason I like Santa Claus is because his heart is about giving. You know, it's about giving. It's not about receiving. It's not about being. I just watched a thing about it. It's funny. Tim Allen. It was fine. They actually had Jesus in the second season, a little bit. So, but anyway, it was about like, oh, we can make Christmas every day. It's like, no, you're missing the point. It's not important if it's every day. And the idea is not people receiving whatever they want. The idea is the gift of giving. So remember that in Christmas, guys. And it's giving from your heart. I mean, I don't receive a lot of gifts in the Philippines. I'll be honest with you. I don't have a lot of Americanos sending me stuff. I did receive a fruitcake, which I'm one of the few people. There's like 5 people in the world that love fruitcake. I'll take all yours, by the way, if you want to just send it to me. But I love fruitcake, but I was so blessed by that little gift. I know it doesn't mean anything. It's just like a little, and it's a store-bought kind, and it's just a little. But I was so blessed by that, right? So we're blessed by gifts. No greater gift than the Son of God. No greater gift than Jesus Christ. No greater gift than the cross, which starts at the cradle, right? So that's all I got to say about that, guys. Merry Christmas, and thank you, Lord, for the heart of Christmas, the gift that you gave us, and that we can give other people whatever we can at Christmas time, even if it's $1. I mean, for here, that's a big deal. But whatever it is, even a little bit of your time, even some love and kindness and gentleness and, all those things, the fruit of the Spirit. If we can just love other people at Christmas time, that's the gift. Don't be so self-centered. Don't be so selfish. Don't be so upset when you're driving around and everything's crowded and people are going nuts. Just remember Jesus, right? That's what Christmas is all about, Charlie Brown. God bless you guys. Ta-ta for now. Merry Christmas, guys.